The library on Maple Avenue was small enough to miss if you weren't looking. No fancy digital checkouts, no cafe, just dust, warmth, and the faint smell of old paper that clung like memory. It was a sanctuary of quiet, where the only interruptions were the turning of a page or the soft thud of a book being closed. And when I was a kid, I used to spend entire afternoons there, waiting for my dad to pick up finish work. Mrs. Lang, the librarian, was the kind of woman who spoke softly but carried an iron will. "Books choose their readers," she'd say, sliding one across the counter like a secret handshake, her eyes twinkling as if she'd just shared the world's greatest secret. My dad always came to pick me up just before closing, hair full of sawdust from the carpentry shop, his boots leaving a faint trail of wood scent on the carpet. One evening, she handed him a library card with his name written in her neat, looping cursive. "You might as well borrow something while you wait," she said, her tone leaving no room for argument. He smiled politely. A man of calluses and few words, tucked it into his worn leather wallet and never used it. I think for him, the library was my world, a place of quiet thought that was as foreign to his life of hammers and saws as the ocean would be a desert. Years passed. I grew up, left town for a job that ran on words and screens, and forgot about that little library. After my dad died, I found his old wallet in a box of things Mom couldn't bring herself to throw away. Inside, tucked behind a faded photo of us at a county fair, was that same card edges curled from time, its number still perfectly legible. On the back, in his faint, careful pencil, he'd written, "Keep learning. The world's bigger than my tools." It was a message he'd never said out loud, a father's quiet hope etched onto the back of a promise he never used. I went back to the library the next time I visited home. It hadn't changed. Same clock that ticked slower than time. Same carpet that whispered with every step, holding the echoes of 1,000 stories. I asked Mrs. Lang, her hair now fully silver, if she remembered him. "Of course," she said, her eyes bright behind her glasses. "He fixed our leaning shelves for free one Saturday, said books should stand proud and straight." She looked toward the history section. "Those are his shelves." A tree. When I showed her the card, she smiled a sad, knowing smile. "Most people cancel them when they're done borrowing. He never did. He paid the small annual fee for years, you know. Said it was for you." She looked at the number, her finger tracing it. "You know, this is one of the oldest still active in the system. It has quite a history." She tapped her computer, clicked a few times, her movements slow and deliberate, then printed something. It was a new library card, my name this time, printed in crisp, modern font, but with his original number etched beneath it. "He'd like that," she said, her voice firm. "The story continues, but the account remains the same." Now, every time I check out a book, I think about him, about how he built things with his hands, shelves to hold worlds, so I could build a life with the words those worlds contained. Last month, Mrs. Lang retired. She mailed me a letter that simply said, her cursive as elegant as ever, "The account's still open, so is the world. Legacy isn't what we leave behind, it's what stays active long after we stop using it."